Greetings, YouTube. This is John Rizzo coming to you live from Rizzo's Lair, and uh, today I have a few things that I want to talk about that are extremely important to me and to those who have the strong desire to get their work out there for the countless eyes to view upon and read, and well, buy your stuff. Uh, what I want to talk about is publishing. Uh, Now, my type of genre is horror, extreme blood, guts, gore, intense violence. I mean, balls out, insane, grotesque imagery that would be, for a normal viewer, hard to erase from their mental mind's eye. Well, uh, this past weekend was Texas Comic Con, and I had the privilege of going there and just basically seeing some cool friends and uh, meeting a legend, James O'Barr, creator of The Crow. Met the guy, shook his hand. Guy's an extreme legend. I mean, his work is awe-inspiring. For those who have not heard of The Crow, I figure that you were probably living under the rock for the past 40 years or so. Uh, okay, uh, enough of, well, enough about Texas Comic Con for now. But today is this little video is a public service announcement, and it is in regards to serial killers of all things, and they're interest they're an interesting topic for me to talk about because uh, growing up in the rough streets of Chicago, I seen a lot, and uh, I was exposed to horror at an early age. And the films I grew up on were 80s slasher films and some zombie films. Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, uh, slasher films, Friday the 13th series, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, those types of films. Uh, those were the films that I grew up on. And uh, I've been working on several projects, and one of them just took off all of a sudden. And my book will be published on Amazon.com. The book is called How to Kill Your Prey, authored by me, of course, John Rizzo. And the book itself is a journey into the deranged mind of a young serial killer who is just starting out. And you can see the whole world through his whole point of view. Sorry, I hate these little skirmishes they have to deal with YouTube, but uh, I'm all excited because this is my first novel that I have worked on, and this novel is close to heart because I'm going to tell you a little backstory about this novel and why I wrote it. See, I didn't just write it recently. I wrote it. The idea came to me since 1995, 96, close to 2000, and I was living in Oregon at the time, closed-minded town, uh, where I was like the only city kid there, where the whole community consisted of nothing but rednecks. My mother had an aunt who used to live there. She was a prison. She worked at Pelican Bay Prison as a nurse, and she met Charles Manson. And I'm like, I have, I know a relative. I'm related to someone who actually met Helter Skelter and who met an insane, dirty old man. That's the way she described him as. He wasn't scary or intimidating or anything like that. To her, he was nothing but a dirty old man. And I've been watching videos of his uh, appeals or whatever, going to court, and yeah, he is nothing but a dirty old man. uh, can't say that I blame him for that. I mean, being locked up, I'd go crazy myself. But this that's another topic I'll be up for discussion later. But this book is extremely violent, graphic, disturbing. It's consider it like American Psycho on steroids. That's how disturbing this book is. I mean, I wrote it a long time ago, and this book first started out as a short story, and there was a lot of personal stuff attached to me in this book, and you'll discover that several incidents that take place in that book kind of, I mean, happened with me. I mean, I was told that writing was supposed to help you take care of your emotional anger, feeling all those negative feelings that you're feeling, and you don't know how to deal with them. But someone tells you that when you want to act out on that, just take a piece of paper and start writing. That's what would be the best, um, easy way to go about without going to jail. Well, apparently someone didn't read the small print because, long story short, that short story had gotten a lot of negative attention. People managed to find it, and uh, uh, long story short, I wasn't a favorite person in Oregon. Uh, no one.
It's 11 o'clock.
Sorry if you just heard that. My computer has a way of talking to me, telling me the time. And the funny thing is, my computer clock is fast. Now it's 10:15. So, uh, uh, nothing I could do about the computer clock. But anyway, back to this novel. I mean, yeah, a lot of controversy was behind the making of this novel, and I always wanted to rewrite this book into a feature-length novel. I mean, rewrite the short story into making it longer, and uh, before certain events happened, uh, I just decided to, I don't know, uh, I'm thinking back to when I was living in Oregon, and I just left Chicago, and I didn't like it in that small town. I had to go away from Chicago because it was just too rough out there for me, and I always wanted to go back. I always hoped that one day I would get to go back out there to the Windy City and see all my friends and family. But as fate would have it, I'm here now residing in Texas, and I'm a long way from Chicago, and gratefully a long way from Oregon, because right now I do not think I would have uh, the patience and tolerance in dealing with closed-minded idiots. That's just me. So, How to Kill Your Prey is officially going to be released. Uh, it's available now at CreateSpace.com. Just look for John Rizzo and the title How to Kill Your Prey. And I did want to say a few things about this book. Thought of I thought of writing about a how-to manual, how to kill and get away with murder, basically, and it wasn't to be taken seriously or anything like that. It was just a little gag. I mean, something to laugh at and have people think, "Oh, I wish I could have done this without getting caught." But this book has a lot of information, and it's basically more fiction than it is a how-to manual. So, for those people out there who think it's a how-to manual, it's not. It's just a book written for pure fiction. It's not to be taken seriously. It's not to. It's not something to. Well, let's just say this: if you see a deranged psychotic person running around and trying to learn how to kill people, if you give him this book, he wouldn't know what to do with it, because it's not a step-by-step guide. It's just more of a fictional tale of a character who's coming of age. He's basically a coming of age serial killer. He's learning the ropes. He's doing whatever he has to do in order to kill those he wants to kill. And basically, this is the first book in a series, and I'm going to see what happens. It's going to be available on Amazon.com here in the U.S. and over in Europe. So, without all I can say is, if you're interested in checking out this book, please do so. If you want to request a signed copy, my email is down below, and check me out on Facebook if you have any questions or concerns about the book, or if you just want to get in touch and just want to send me fan mail, go ahead. I promise I'll get to it, but all I can say right now is just within a couple days. I don't know exactly the release date on Amazon. It will be available, but it's available at createspace.com, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, this is the first book in a series, so if there's going to be more books out there, but I have a whole bunch of other projects that I'm dealing with right now, and a couple of them are comic book titles. One's a zombie story, and the other is a slash story. Both are going to be done in comic book format, and so right now I'm dealing with the slasher one, and after that comic I'll be dealing with the zombie comic. And like I said, when I attended Texas Comic Con, I met two publishers. Well, one's an official publisher and one's very independent. Virus Comics and Antarctic Press. I know a friend of mine who, Jared L. Dawson, you know him from Terror Clowns. Giving a big shout out to him. He's trying to get his book out there, and I saw Antarctic Press, walked up to the publisher, talked to them about for a moment, and showed them what I worked on. And basically, they said that they're looking for more zombie stories. So apparently, slashers are not their thing right now. But I may have a chance with this one zombie book that I had on the back burner for quite some time. I know zombies are a tired, overdone thing, but I believe there are some ways to make them more interesting than what we've seen out there so far. Not to take anything away from those who love zombies and who have published certain zombie novels and so forth, but all I can say is I'm willing to do different things, and not typical, not stereotypical, not basically predictable stuff. I'm going to be working on stuff that, uh, shit. Yeah, I can get away with swearing. Uh, let's see. I'm going to be working on certain stories that are different because no one's really decided how to tackle ish, these types of storylines that I'm going to be working on, and hopefully something will happen with those. And I'm just about all talked out. So again, check out createspace.com for my novel How to Kill Your Prey, written by me, John Rizzo. And again, leave me feedback if you want. But all in all, all I have to say is enjoy the book, don't take it seriously, and more will be coming. So again, thank you for your time, and peace out, and enjoy the book. Thank you. Bye.